Go, we're live. We're live. Good morning. Good morning. I don't normally go live in the morning or on all of these pages, but I wanted to come on here today onto my social media platforms and share with you how I am feeling after such a monumental month and talk about the business lessons that I have learned and I'm still learning over this weekend. And what's happened and why it's happened and the things that have gone wrong. I've just been live in my group and I thought, you know what? I'm going to go live over social media as well and talk about this because I think it's important to take a breath sometimes in business. Now, the sun is shining here. It's beautiful. It's beautiful where you are right now. I'm sure that you're out and you won't see this till later. So, and I'm sorry, Steph, if this clashes with any other posts that you've got going out on my other social media pages. So apologies, it was just a bit of an impromptu live and there's probably going to be a few of those over this weekend. So why am I here today? Well, it's photo shoot day. Hair and makeup's done. To start with, I've got the amazing Natasha Holland, who is my brand photographer, coming here for the day, and she is going to be photographing the house, the business, the rooms, the clients that are coming today for another weekend retreat, so that we can use those photographs on booking.com and Airbnb and on the new website. So that's the biggie. It's photo shoot day, but it's more than that. March has been a month. We're almost at the end of March. And March has been a month where I have hosted, let me see, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people and a baby in my new business. Now, I've done that for a reason. Most of the people that have been this month, most of the ladies that have been this month, won their weekend retreats worth £1,300 through my 5-day challenge by paying for my creative mastermind in full. So I run that every time I run a 5-day challenge. If you decide to work with me and invest in the creative mastermind, then the first person to pay in full gets a weekend retreat worth £1,300. So those ladies are the ladies that have been through this month. You've seen the photographs over the last few weeks appearing through my social media. And they've come here and it's been fantastic, but it's also been great for me. Because one of the things that you've got to do in any business is you've got to be able to understand it from the customer's perspective. So to get feedback from these ladies that have stayed here on their stay, and, you know, to be able to make things better and pick up on the little things that I've missed, because you think you thought of everything, and then there's always something that you've missed. I don't know what it's like to sleep in the beds. I don't know what the pillows are like. I need feedback on the food that I'm serving. So it's been fantastic for me, and it's been fantastic for them to experience the creative retreats. And how that's going to work in my head when people come here and what they are going to experience. And it is an experience that I've created here. So the retreats are one side of the business and the B&B is the other side of the business. So that's what March has been for me. And obviously you've seen me for the last 9 months renovating this house. And this week saw me get to like 99%, guys. I had the carpets down on the hall and stairs. They look fabulous. The blinds were fitted in the rooms that were missing them. And the only thing I was waiting for, the only big things I was waiting for was the light fittings in the Van Gogh room. I'd bought this amazing Tiffany light, sunflower light with 8 shades around it and a big one in the middle. And they sent the wrong shades, 8 of the wrong shades. They sent bedside lampshades instead of light lampshades. So I'm waiting for the replacements to come from China, which took, I think, 4 or 5 weeks the first time. So I have not got that light for the photo shoot, which I'm gutted about because it's a major feature in the Van Gogh room, but that's okay. Also, I've got 8 fire doors still to be fitted, which we were waiting for the carpets before we could fit. So that's still to happen. So I think I'm 99% there. 2 things left. Even though the fire doors sitting behind me, by the way, are quite a big job. We'll get there. I've got to get the planning and permission and the building regulations sorted. And then yesterday, some of you will have seen my post from last night. I had a crappy day yesterday. I had no hot water and no heating on Wednesday when we got up. I called Scottish Water, they came out, said it wasn't them. I called Scottish Gas, they came out, said it wasn't them. So the plumber came out. There was a water leak underneath the kitchen floor. The brand new 20 grand kitchen with tiled floor. And I literally could have cried. But my plumber that's fitted all 3 of the bathrooms here came out, and he's still here this morning. Okay, he's still here this morning, and he's trying to fix that pipe by going in from the outside and from the Van Gogh room, the outside and from underneath the hallway, which meant he's had to pull up the brand new carpet that's just been fitted. So I could have cried, but we can refit that carpet and we can stop the leak, and the light shades will come and the fire doors will get fitted. And this is what I wanted to drop on and say, guys, is that business is never smooth sailing. It's never easy. There's always something going to happen to throw you off track. And you know what? It's about keeping going. Nothing can be perfect all the time. As long as you are delivering to your clients the very best. Now, bear in mind, I've had 3 weekend retreats here and 1 weekend of B&B through March. And 3 of those, there's been no carpets on the hall and stairs. And the guests didn't mind. I told them in advance. The rooms were finished, apart from the light shades in the Van Gogh room. But you know what? They didn't mind, because I said, look, the carpets are missing. I had some runners down the floor. It wasn't like it was bare floor. And we got there through those 3 weekends, and the feedback and the testimonials are fantastic. So there's a reason that I ran all of that in March. I've got video testimonials from all of these ladies that have been now in March. I've got written testimonials and case studies that I can use through my social media. I've got a huge amount of content to be able to use when I launched the Airbnb, the booking.com, and my brand new website, which is why I have done this in March. But obviously, you know, ongoing in every 5-day challenge, there will be one lucky person who wins a mini retreat worth £1,300. So if you want to do that, get in my 5-day challenge and find out how. The link is in the comments either above or to the side. Get in the 5-day challenge. Starts the 11th of April for a week, and it will help you in your business. I'm not here to pitch that. I'm here to say to you today, look, there are a million times over the last 9 months since I moved to Dalbeattie and started renovating this house, my mini castle, as I call it, that I wanted to throw in the towel and give up. I really did, because it's been hard. I've been challenged beyond an inch of my life, and I've kept going. We're right near the end now. Hi, Rebecca. We're right near the end now, and I'd got all the carpets fitted, and then we've had to pull them up because there's a leak. And it's like, this is what it's been like for 9 months for me. It's been like this. It's been, you know, the roof quote was 13,000, and then it ended up 33,000, and the electrics quote was 2 and ended up 22. It's been like that. And it's been problem after problem. You know, a crack appeared in the ceiling in the Van Gogh room. So I brought a plasterer in to have a look at it. The whole ceiling had to come down and all the cornice, and it cost me £7,000 to redo it. The ceiling on the top floor had to come down because it was bowed. So it's been like that. And what I want to say is, lots of people, when this is happening to them in business, give up. And I've just said this in my group. You know that picture, I don't know whether you've ever seen it, of the 2 guys hacking through rock with a pickaxe, one at the top, one at the bottom. And the guy at the top gives up and walks away, and the guy at the bottom keeps hacking, and on the other side eventually is gold. And it is a challenge in business. I could have cried when I had no hot water and heating, and I knew I had people coming this weekend. And I had everybody in the granny in trying to fix it, and no one could find the problem. And then we found the problem, and then they had to pull the carpets up. I could have cried, because you get it all nice and you're like, I'm near the end, and then somebody's going to come and rip it up and make a mess. But mess can be cleaned up, carpets can be refitted. And, plumbing can be fixed. All of these things can be fixed. So it's about keeping going no matter what. And I asked this question, I actually shared this in my group yesterday when I was doing top tips on facing fear. I always ask the question, what's the worst that could happen in this situation? I've been asking myself this right the way through this particular renovation. I've been saying, what's the worst that could happen? And do you know what the worst that could happen is? I have to sell this property and move into something smaller with me and Dan. That's the worst that could happen. If I can't afford to keep it going or it's not a success, I have got a property that I've taken as a rundown shell and renovate it to a really high standard, and it's probably worth at least double what I paid for it, if not more. So I will get my money back. What's the worst that could happen? So I have to keep going. It's important to keep going. Lots of businesses at the minute are ready to throw in the towel and give up. Don't do that. Keep going, because the gold is just the other side of that rock. It's there. You've just got to keep chipping. And that's what I'm doing today. So Tash is on her way from Newcastle right now to do the photo shoot. My 2 clients are on a train and I am picking them up at Dumfries at 11:48. So we will all be back for Tash arriving at 12:30, and we are going to photo shoot this house, whether the plumber's here or not, whether he's finished the job or not. We are going to have some amazing new brand photography of this house. And if we have to miss bits out until the plumber's finished, that's okay. That's what we're going to do. So keep going, guys, no matter how bad it gets, because I am the epitome over the last 9 months that can get pretty bad. It can get terrifying. It can get where you are ready to tear your hair out. It can get where you want to go and sit in the corner, rocking and crying. Yeah, I've had all of that in the last 9 months. I've wanted to spit my dummy out, have a tantrum, bang the desk, shout at people. That's all gone on for me in the last 9 months. And look at me, I'm still smiling. The sun is shining and I've got people coming and the feedback is fantastic. And I'm that close. I'm that close to opening the doors to the public, 2 or 3 weeks away. So what's the point of throwing in the towel now? The gold is on the other side of the rock. So remember that in your business, please. If you remember nothing else, remember that and keep going, because you'll get there. So that's all I wanted to jump on and share today, because I know I generally do an impromptu live when there's a feeling about business that I think it's worthy to share with you guys. So that's what I've done this morning. And watch out for the photos over the weekend, because Natasha's photography is way better than mine. So we're going to have some amazing photographs of the house and the clients that are coming this weekend. And we're just going to have some fun and wait till they see the challenge I've got for them this weekend. Last weekend's is nothing compared to this weekend. They're going to be cursing me when they find out. So watch out for the photos. Have an amazing weekend. I hope the sun is shining where you are. I hope that you are safe and well. And if you're not in my 5-day challenge and you want to be in it and you want the chance of winning a weekend here, click the link either there or there. And I will see you over the weekend. Bye. Have an awesome one.